I did a little post about it because I was like, look at all the heart healthy labels on this.
Right.
And we talked about seed oils last time, but it's, you know, and I get attacked a lot for saying that these polyunsaturated fatty acids are bad for you. But a lot of times it's actually not the plant itself. It's the distance from the plant to the table. Right.
Can you explain, because you were explaining the other day to us the process that it takes to turn rapeseed oil, which
First
is
of all,
what
it's
canola
called canola
is.
oil, Joe.
They said that rapeseed was problematic, so they changed it to canola oil. I always thought it was corn oil. Yeah. Corn's good for you. Corn oil must be great for you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're using canola oil. Cool.
Peanuts.
Please explain, though, the process, because it's so vile.
It's insane. So rapeseed, canola, is, you know, a plant. Essentially you put it in a commercial press and it will come out gummy. And so to degum it, you use something called hexane. And hexane, if you go to National Institute of Health or National Library of Medicine, you'll see that is a known neurotoxin. It's classified as a neurotoxin, same as fluoride, right? Which is actually fluorosilicic acid. We get to that later. But so we degum it with hexane. And then you take this degummed oil and you heat it to 405 degrees, which turns it rancid. I mean, there's no mechanism on Earth for temperatures to reach that much, especially plants to encounter those kind of temperatures. So now it denatures, it turns rancid. So now it's putrefied and it smells. So now you have to deodorize it. So we deodorize it with sodium hydroxide. So we degum it with a powerful neurotoxin. We heat it to 405 degrees and turn it rancid. And then we deodorize it with a very powerful carcinogen. And then in some cases, we bleach it and bottle it and put it on the shelf. You ever go to the grocery store and you see the entire grocery aisle? It's all these like Wesson oils or vegetable oils, but they're all exactly the same color. Mm-hmm. Like exactly. They have that same beautiful clear hue. That's not how
they
anything
look super
occurs
healthy
in nature. You know?
No.
If you squeezed 10,000 watermelons into watermelon juice and put it all on the shelf,
they would vary a little bit.
Yeah. But there's no variance there. And so this is a chemically controlled process. And it's, you know, again, it's not back to the polyunsaturated fatty acids per se. It's the pro-inflammatory process that they cause. These foam cells and the inflammation in our arterial wall, which actually calls cholesterol to the site of inflammation. And we blame cholesterol for a lot of the heart disease, atherosclerosis, arterial sclerosis, because it's at the scene of the crime, but it, you know, rarely pulls the trigger. I mean, cholesterol is kind of like a fireman, right? It gets called to the fire to put the fire out. Right. And so the theory that if we had fewer firemen, we'd have less fires is kind of absurd. Right, but that's the theory. That's the theory in LDL cholesterol. It's like, it might work in California. I could see them passing that legislation.
Yeah.
You know what we need? We need less firemen. But you know, so the theory that if we push down the firemen, which was called to the site of inflammation, meaning we reduce the cholesterol, which was called to the site of inflammation to cause the repair, rather than ask what started the fire, that notion is about to be, I think, blown out of the water by big data. I think you're going to see big data, artificial intelligence, and early detection in the next 5 years are just going to circumvent the entire system.